How long have I been a truck driver? 39 years, my whole life. Well, yeah, they're looking at everything. We just don't think it's a coincidence that he had surgery and now he's sick. Go ahead, Desiree. What's your question, darling? No, I drive a dump truck. I ain't never drove over the road. How could I look upset? I'm eating a bowl of cereal. Eddie's eating, or was. Yeah, that's it, Elaine. Oh, he loves steak. Hell, he loves food. Right here's Eddie's favorite food in the world is cereal. The youngin' lives off of cereal. No, but I've run track hoes and track loaders, front end loaders, backhoes. Oh, I love long nose pig. So much that I looked upset. I don't know why I would look upset eating my cereal. Yeah, that's it. Arthur. I knew it was Arthur. No, I'm not upset. Shit. You will know if I'm upset, because you'll hear cuss words going left and right. Yeah, you have to go to school now. It's a law. That's my mom. That's my dad. I mean, you can get your license. You want me to tell you the easiest way to do it? And that's my dad's brother. If you want your CDLs, you want me to tell you the easiest way to get them? The cheapest way to get them. Go to your local county and apply for a school bus driving job. The county will pay you and pay for your class to go to your class to get your CDLs. Now, granted, you'll have to work for them for 4 or 5 months afterwards. They may have a limit on how long you have to work, but they'll pay you. They'll pay for you to go to that school, and that school could be anywhere from $3,000 and up. But they'll pay for you to go, and you can get your CDLs. But I'll give you one tip: when you do this, don't get an automatic CDL. Get a straight drive CDL. They will teach you how to drive it. Because if you get an automatic, you're stuck in an automatic. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna take that test and pass it if you ain't studied. Yeah, you need just go get you a job driving a school bus. And that's the easiest way to get it. They'll pay for your schooling, and then, you gotta work for them for so long, and you got your CDLs. Back when I got mine, which was 39 years ago, I studied for the test. I went and took it and went and took my driving test. But hell, they didn't have no school when I went to school. You know how I learned? I was riding with my uncle, not this uncle, but another uncle, and we were going up a steep hill. And I rode with him all the time because I love big trucks. I was 16 years old, and he just says, he looks over at me, he said, "You want to drive?" I said, "Yeah." He gets up out the driver's seat, and he had it in low. In low, your truck will pull itself. He gets out the driver's seat, stands behind the shifter, and says, "Well, get over here." And then we changed places, and I've drove ever since. Like, I love it. Let me put this in the sink. I'll be right back. When I got my license, I went and took the test and all the things. I got a Class B with air brakes. And then That's my daddy's like, I need somebody, or my uncle, we need somebody to haul asphalt. Go get your CDL. So I did. 3 months later, because my uncle didn't want to do it. He didn't want to haul. He said, we need somebody to haul the equipment. Go back and get your Class A's. So I went back and got my Class A's. Excuse me. So now I've got a Class A license. I can drive anything, 18-wheeler, dump truck, which I already pull equipment. I haul equipment now, but I don't do heavy haul like my mod JT, Alexandria's husband. He does heavy haul, and that's on my bucket list. I was 16. I don't do heavy haul. I have a Pendle hook trailer, and we just walk, and it's real fun because on a Pendle hook you go up. Your trailer goes like this, and then it levels out. When you go up, you know, your track hoe's sitting like this. You get to a point, and then it slams down on the trailer. I would get all you can get the first time, just to be honest. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to drive an 18-wheeler, you got to have a Class A anyway. So just go ahead and get a Class A. And like some people that work for the counties and the states, you can get a CDL and not have to have a health card. I have to have a health card. Your health card goes hand in hand with your CDLs. If your health card expires, they'll take your license if you don't go renew it. So it goes hand in hand. Without a health card, so if you're an overweight person, you might have a harder time getting your health card. They'll measure your neck. They'll make you take sleep apnea tests. Like, if you're overweight, it's harder because you got to be fit to pass the, you got to have a DOT physical. What I drive now, a long black Pete. Orange, I can ride you in a snowplow. It might not be orange. I love pushing snow. How often did you get your license? I've only got my license one time. Oh, your card, your health card, if you've got good health and you don't have high blood pressure or sugar, it's good for 2 years. You can only get it for 2 years. You have to pay on Venmo. Every 2 years you have to get your health card. But if you got high blood pressure, sugar, or something like that, then you have to get it every year. So it's every year. Hang on. Yeah, they check your sugar. No, I don't remember him. Just look, if you go get your CDLs, just go all out and get a Class A. Try 18-wheeler. If you don't like an 18-wheeler, you could haul equipment. If you don't like hauling equipment, just go to a dump truck or a school bus. You'll find out. It won't take you long to figure out if you like it or not. You either like it or you hate it. I love it. I mean, I look forward to going to work. I love what I do. It's not work to me. I've done it so long. Yeah, Class A covers everything. Yeah, you could drive a cement truck. Like, there's so many things you can do. If you're going to spend the time to get your license, just go ahead and get Class A. And then you're covered, unless you're going to do hazmat, then that's something different. Yeah, you either love it or you hate it. A lot of people can't handle driving all day. It's like you could say, oh my God, you drove all day. Well, that's easy. I promise you, it's not easy. It feels like somebody's beat the living hell out of you every day. Like, your body hurts, and my mind it's non-existent by the time I've drove 14 hours in a day. Like, you got to know what's in front of you, what's over here, what's behind you. If somebody's up the road and you see them in the turning lane, you got to have it up here. Should they pull out in front of you? Where can I go? What can I do? Like, you got to know where everything is at all times. You got to use your mirrors. Because in a dump truck or a big truck, you don't have a rear view. You've got to use your side mirrors. You've got to use them. You constantly got to be on guard. You've got to know where everything is. You've always got to watch for somebody to do something wrong. Like, you got to watch for people that you see they're going to pull out. Are they going to pull out in front of you? the car beside of you, if you're on a 4-lane, you got to make sure they don't cut. You know what I mean? It don't matter how big you are. You can drive a big truck. You may have a hard time pushing the clutch, though, if you're short. You got to keep your head on a swivel. That's exactly right. You constantly. You can't be. Hang on, I got to block Scott. Damn phone just barely sitting up. Bye, Scott. Go scam the scammers over on the other page. You've got to pay attention at all times. You got to know what's around you at all times. You got to be prepared for somebody to pull out in front of you, bow up and stop in front of you, because people will do it. And you're in a big truck, so odds are they're going to get hurt, if not killed. You probably won't get a scratch on you. I just wrecked my Peterbilt 5-6 months ago. I didn't get a scratch on me. It made my neck hurt, and I was sore, but it killed the dude that hit me. I think he may even be paralyzed. I don't know. But I didn't get a scratch. I was real sore, but I did have my seat belt. My lap belt is all I got, my Peterbilt, and I had it on. I do have a CB. Yes, I have a, shit. What's the name of my CB, y'all? I forgot. Top of the line CB. What's it called? Best you can buy. What's it called? Somebody tell me. I done forgot. A Striker. I got a Striker. A new Striker. My handle, misbehaving. What happened? Well, I was coming down the road. I was jaking, downshifting. That just means I'm downshifting when I'm in, here. I'll go to downshift. It'll be, wah, and then I downshift and it goes, wah, and then just gets lower and lower. So I'm downshifting. He didn't see my brake lights because I wasn't using my brakes. I was shifting to stop. And right when I went to turn, he fell out behind me to pass me, and he nailed me in the side. So it wasn't my fault, but he's suing us over it. And he's fixing to learn that because he poked the bear and he's trying to sue me for something that was his fault, which he didn't know. We have a video of the wreck. It's on my page way back. But the store had a video, and it caught it in the top of the video of him flying past me. Hang on. Y'all, I was on the phone. I kept saying I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. Eddie's dad just called. Eddie's puking profusely. His heart rate is so high that they said he's going to jump into AFib if they don't get it down. Can't get him to stop throwing up. So they came in just now and gave him some more medicine. The doctor just called for an EKG because his heart rate's so high to double check to see if he's in AFib. A lot going on. Travis said he's non-stop puking. And I was going to go over there. No, he don't have a tube. They took the tube out. He don't have nothing but a trach. But he's just puking nonstop. So, what was I saying? They ordered an EKG to check his heart to make sure that he's not an AFib. His heart rate is that high. He's done had Zofran. He's done had the Phenergan. And now they give him another medicine. It's not working. He's still puking profusely. But that's what he called me to tell me. And I said, well, I'll come back over. And he said, well, I can't go back over because only one person can be up there with him after 8 o'clock. So I can't go back. Granted, we could trade places, I guess, but yeah, y'all pray for him because I'm really worried. I'm really worried. Eddie's not doing good. Yeah, y'all pray for him because he's puking profusely. And not here they have it. Yeah, it is with the
Hello, Moto.
he's got a catheter. But they said his heart rate was extremely high. And they thought that maybe it was the pain. So they just came in and gave him another nausea, some kind of nausea medicine. And then he said they waited 20 minutes and then they gave him his pain medicine. But his pain and the medicine is through IV. They've still got the IV that they put in for the surgery. Well, they're thinking it's his pain and he said something else. It's agitation or anxiety. It was anxiety. Pain and anxiety is what's causing it, or that's what they're thinking. But he's been this way since, oh Lord, 12:30 today. I mean, he was fine when we left. They gave him medicine. Yeah, they're giving him Dilaudid. And he was fine when we left, but he had been puking all day yesterday after the surgery and then last night. And then today, he was puking all this morning. They finally got him to stop. I don't know if they are right now or not. I understand. With every medicine they give him, it causes something else. Every medicine has something that you have to counteract. That's a given. They give you pain medicine, it stops you up. You can't shit. Then they give you medicine to make you shit because the pain medicine, like every medicine they give him, they got to counteract something. They gave him steroids, and then they had to give him blood pressure. Was it steroids? No, his sugar. His sugar skyrocketed because they gave him, the steroid. Every medicine they give him, they have to give him another medicine to counteract what they gave him initially. He's going through it tonight. Like, it's not like they know what they're doing. They do. And they're treating everything. And I can't go over. He just had an x-ray this morning. They saw his intestines. He hasn't had blood the steroids they gave to him at the other hospital, but somebody said, oh, such and such will do this. And I was just explaining that every medicine they give him, they have to give him another medicine to counteract the side effects from the original medicine. It's not as simple as saying, oh, I'm going to give you steroids and say, okay, come see me tomorrow. They know the steroid is going to make your sugar go up. And it did just that. So then they started having to give him a shot. Well, we don't know why he's throwing up. He wasn't throwing up till he had surgery. No, they push anxiety so much. He's in, say, cardiovascular and maybe pacemaker. I don't know what you're talking about because he's not. Yeah, it is a constant roller coaster. He just had a scan. That's what I'm telling you. He just had a scan. Yeah, we did. We don't know why he's throwing up. He just started throwing up when he had the surgery. We've done Zofran. We've done like 4 or 5 medicines. They're not working. He's still throwing up. We're guessing it's because of the anesthesia, because the surgery took way longer than expected. They scanned his lungs and then all the way down to his knee because he just had surgery. They wanted to get his arm, his stomach, and his leg. But I think, and I'm no doctor, but he's got plenty of doctors here, that it's from the surgery because he was under anesthesia for, I don't know if it's 7 to 9 hours. And when he got the hiccups, and when he would hiccup, you could smell the anesthesia. But here's the thing, y'all. I've done said this a million times. Eddie was throwing up before he ever had any pain medicine. It's not the pain medicine because he didn't have any. They didn't give him pain medicine until long after he had already started throwing up. It's not the pain medicine because he didn't have it when he started throwing up.
Yeah, I can't.
It's I'm guessing anesthesia, and his anxiety is through the roof. Like, they're on top of it, but we can't figure out what's causing him to throw up. I don't know. They haven't told me what his blood count was. I know it was 13. But they did draw blood today, so we'll find out what it is tomorrow. I don't know what they checked him for. I know he's been checked at the other hospital, but they have no reason to check him for gangrene. Like, what reason would they have to check him for gangrene? Daniel's doing all right. Eddie's gallbladder is dead or dying. He had surgery on his femur, and then he had surgery on both bones in this arm. He broke both.
And his leg.
But he didn't start throwing up till he had the surgery.
His leg. You forgot his leg.
No, to my knowledge, he didn't have an embolism, no. No, it's not gangrene. He lost circulation, blood flow in his toes. And they have to let it play out to see how far back the black goes. But supposedly that will heal itself. Because when he was on ECMO, the ECMO machine was putting the oxygen, but still, they give you medicine anyway. Yeah, he did. He threw up when he first got here. But that could have been, we don't know what he was throwing up then for either. But he was perfectly fine, was eating, drinking, doing everything he needed to do until they had the surgery. Now that he's had the surgery, he has been puking profusely since the surgery. I don't think it's a coincidence that he has a surgery and now all of a sudden he's puking uncontrollably. And that's my mom, my dad. And then that's my dad's brother. No, he don't. They have to get him to go to the bathroom. He don't go on his own. That's says HD. It stands for Harley Davidson. And then I got one right here, if you can see it. Well, let me see if I can get it straight for you. It's a kitty cat, a lion or a tiger or something. I don't remember. No, he didn't get sick from the last surgery. And then I got, these are upside down, but yeah, and then all my kids will say, well, what about Cheyenne Strong or Dustin Strong or Daniel Strong? Eddie's puking profusely. Eddie's gallbladder is dying. We know that. We know it's dying. The hit he took on the wreck killed his gallbladder. And they're watching it. And they draw blood every day to monitor for infection or whatever. I don't think that it's any coincidence that he started throwing up after the surgery. I think it was the anesthesia. But then again, I'm not a doctor, but because he's been too critical to take it out. You have to be stable. Yeah, they're going to take it out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Eddie's very sick. He's puking. I gotta mute you a second. Bella.